Hi everybody, it's Diane here. I made a video of painting the left side of this page here and a little bit on this side. And apparently I filmed it in slow motion. So if you think these videos are boring and long enough, you would have been, very upset at a slow motion video. Actually, it was kind of funny. Everything is real. Anyway, you didn't really miss too much. So she painted on this page. I added a little sheet music. I carried the paint over a little bit. This is an old note card front, scrapbook paper here, not glued down. I bought Dina Wakley's tissue collage paper. I've never bought this stuff before, but I like the subjects here. It's very nature oriented. So I've never used this stuff before. It is tissue paper. I've seen her use it. She uses gel medium to put it down. I don't have that. I've got Mod Podge, but it's not right here by me. I was hoping I could get away with glue stick. If it doesn't work, big deal. I'll cover over it or glue these pages together and start over or something. I don't know. But let's assume it works. And if you have that collage medium and you go under and over it, the tissue paper kind of disappears. But since I'm not doing that, I'll kind of cut that better. Remove the excess, I'm saying. Trying to say. I think we need two. Okay. Did I say this is the altered book? Well, you'll know that from the title, right? Of the video. I haven't been into this book for a while. I was making so many Christmas cards and that type of stuff there for a while. The everyday art kind of took a back seat there. All right, I have a couple phrases here. I'm not sure which one I want to use. This one's not bad. Okay, kind of boring. I don't know what else I want to put with it. I want to cover up the words on this side. I could just paint over it, but let's see if there isn't a scrap of paper that might look okay. Oh, that's interesting. I might nip off that light edge by that leaf there. Oh, that matches. I don't know about that swirl. Well, actually there it looks, yeah, up against the seam it looks pretty good. Okay, a little something over here. What about, that's too dark. No, you don't want text. We're trying to cover up text. Maybe. All right, it's okay. Let's get rid of this weird edge. What'd you do? I don't know. All right. Okay, think about this. This is just a rectangle. Do we need to soften the edges somehow? Does that matter? What else could we put over here? Well, I think something focal-ish would be nice. I'm grabbing some, I don't know if I used that all up. I had scrapbook paper that had bear like silhouettes on it. That would be cool. But I have a feeling I used that up. Do you have a feeling I used that up? Are you thinking about what to do with the edges of the card? Um, I may have to pause and look for that. I think I used it up. That's not what I was thinking of. Here it is. No, that's not it. I used it on an iCAD. Actually, it was just in that APC video that I put 2 APCs in this book. It's one of those. Can we find that? Yeah, this book's getting a little full, but there's a lot of blank pages in here. I can't find it. I'll look for it off camera because I know you're all dying to see it. Well, okay. If I don't have that bare paper, what should we do? I don't really have a lot of, or any really, nature type magazines. Yeah, do you have nature type books to cut up then? I don't know. Would you do something because we're getting bored? All right. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. It's mostly cutesy dogs and cats, that kind of thing. Ladybugs? That do anything for anybody? Yeah, I don't see anything. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to pause and find something on my own. What are we gonna do with this side with these edges? And do we want, I mean, that's kind of boring too. Do we want the phrase over here more? You know, if as its own page that looks good, but I think if you're looking at these as 2 pages, you know, as a you know, more together, which is kind of what I intended, I think it should be over there. Okay, well, any flower type things. Yeah, this packaging, you know, it's got one of those sticky things on the flap. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so good at, yeah, you try to put something, yeah, especially like tissue paper, back in one of those things, it sticks to that stupid sticky strip. Boy, what could be worse than that? I have no idea. But no, seriously, over the years, I've ruined a couple things doing that, so I always cut it off. All right, here's some sort of hawk, which you don't find on scrapbook paper too often. What if we did something like that? That would be kind of neat. Okay. Well, I was looking for a flower, and we found a hawk. So if I say, let's look for a hawk, will I find a flower? I'll tell you, you're just so funny. Yeah. Can you see this box at all? You can see the corner of it. Of course, I could use sea catalog too. It would be more realistic, right? Right. Acorns. Well, gee, Diane, I'm glad this isn't in slow motion, or everybody'd be asleep by now. Well, okay, I never would have thought of this, but if we have black and white, whatever, leaves over here, because of the black and white trees over here. What is that? Oh, that's okay. All right, well, I would fussy cut this. Yeah, that'll go on somewhere, I think. I shouldn't make promises like that, should I? Oh, save that thing, Diane. Okay. Save that number. You crazy? She almost threw that out. Okay. Okay, well, is there anything else on here? Need a second thing up there. I've got a whole book of this stuff. If there's not. Uh, well, this one's okay. Of course, it would be easier to cut if they didn't have all these little pointy things. What are those called? Pointy things. You were right. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to pause. I'm going to cut out all the pointy things and this hawk, which I can't wait to do, and this. I'm going to look for some sort of, I think, animal. Worst case scenario, maybe a bird. It may need a border down here, I'm not sure. I don't know if it'll be done. I don't know. Do you want me to do it in slow motion? Okay, hang on. We'll be back. Okay, well, I think you're going to get to see me paint anyway. And no, you're not having a weird problem with your vision. She flipped it because I found that. Take a wild guess. It was on a road map. Yellowstone territory or something like that they called it. That was about the last place I looked too. Okay, I really like that. But over here, they're walking off the page, especially mom here, is way over. I thought, well, too bad. Life's not perfect. And I just could not live with it like that. And you might be saying, well, the bird is looking that way too. What's the difference? It does make a big difference. Like I said, the bulk of the bear being way over on the left it's much better this way. Yeah, I wish the bird was flipped, but that's okay. And yeah, for anyone saying, yeah, maybe that's a falcon, it's not a hawk, you might be right. Wow, you cut in there? That's so great. No, she painted in there. Okay. Oh, this went down fine. I very gingerly put a little white glue around the edges. It was not solid, but what I could do. And then I very delicately used a glue stick. It's adhered fine. It's down fine. Okay. So I don't like the way this just ends. I don't like the way this branch just ends. This just ends. I don't like this brush. So let's do something about that. I don't know if I'm going to do every single thing right here, right now. It depends on how long it's taking. It's almost dinner time here. Then you really should be cooking instead of painting. Yeah, I know. That's okay. I may change the sentiment to one of those other ones. I'm not sure about that. And I don't want it, to be a dead-on thing. I'm not trying to make a landscape painting here, but just kind of carry it over a little bit in some way. Yeah, I think that's better right there. To me, to my mind. And if you don't want to paint, you can leave it. You can hunt around and find magazine paper at the correct shades and paint with paper, so to speak. That's very doable. It just takes a little time to find the right shade. I did put sheet music over here then and a little text. It was off this scrapbook paper because it was all words that the note card was no longer going to cover up. All right, that's pretty good. So to me, this is leaving a weird space here because this is so dark on the left. Dang, you dipped right into the orange. I know. She dipped right into the yellow too. Oh no. I don't really recommend that. But obviously I do it once in a while. Come on, lighter. All right. Could be orangier. And just for the record, that orange is about shot anyway, so if I contaminated it a little bit, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, I was actually pretty glad I found that bear because I did have a drawing of a bear in a kid's book, and without being sounding critical, it wasn't very good. I kind of didn't want to use it, but I thought, well, that's okay. And I thought, well, sometimes I have maps, to tear up for collage purposes. Sometimes they have images and stuff on them, but most of the ones I have do not have that. But no, I lucked out, and it was one of the last ones I looked at too. There was a map that had some nice bird images, so I was almost going to go that route. But we were saved. I like bears too, as you may know. So yeah, I was glad to find that. Okay. Well, I think this side could use a little detail because of that, but this is wet, so I can't do that. It'll just, you know, fade in to the paint there. I was also thinking do we need something on the bottom? Do we need a washi or something? I mean, it's kind of blank. Unless we put the phrase way down there. So I was still thinking of kind of putting it in this area. Well, no, I don't like that. If I was going to use that, cut it apart. Maybe if we have a little bit of paint or a paper or something under there, because it sort of disappears. There's a seam right there on the paper. um, it's okay. Okay, I'll do that. All right, if that's there, do we need anything else coming up a little bit? See, most of the imagery is down. Um, okay, just let's see, just a minute. Those birds. Yeah, that might help. Okay. I'm nodding my head. I know you can't see that. Okay. Well, with that there, it makes this look like a big nothing. However, if you put it up there, and now this is to me making it look like two separate things. Oh, Diane, just stick that bird somewhere. All right, I'm going to just stick that bird somewhere. This is a little, let's take that green out. And I will do some detail on the side. I'll put the phrase in and then come back and let you see it. All right, I might go over that green again. I don't like that line right there. Okay, folks, hang on. I will be back in a flash. Okay, I think I'm done. I just put that bird there. I added a little paint in the branches under here. Over the word, I got rid of kind of. I mean, nature is miraculous. It's not kind of miraculous, okay? Diane, you forgot you were going to paint the branch. Yeah, sorry you didn't see that. I forgot until I turned the camera off. So I painted in an edge of the branch over here. I will say this is a little mushy looking. I got to get a new brush. What can I say? It wasn't giving me the fine line I really wanted, but it's okay. Um, I think that's all I did. If not, you tell me. Oh, I painted a little bit here. Okay. Well, I'm very pleased with it considering I didn't think I was going to find an image of wildlife and I came up with a bear. Well, two bears. Pretty cool. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope your day is miraculous.